one's my favorite. Okay, you want to say hello? Hey gang, welcome to my first YouTube video. I had one channel in the past and I did some weeb shit on that, so I kind of just like abandoned it, and if it's ever found. But anyway, I'm an adult now, so I'm making a new YouTube channel where I want to talk about stuff. No matter what, I'm putting this on YouTube. You don't understand how many videos I've started and not finished, but I'm not doing that this time. I'm getting this done, because what the fuck else do I have going on? Nothing. So today I'm gonna be doing a fairly easy YouTube video. I think I kind of wanted to share not just a list of things, but like kind of just what I've been watching. I've binged too many things during quarantine. Some things I've seen already, other things I just said fuck it. What else am I doing? So yeah, I wanted to share my top 10 quarantine binges. Like I said, some of them are new, some of them are things I've already seen. I'm just gonna go 10 to 1, 10 being the worst thing that I watched, 1 being the best thing that I watched during quarantine. Best doesn't necessarily mean that it's like the best of everything on the list. There's a lot of things that go into why the list goes the way it does, and with each one I'll explain. Some things I took some risk on watching that I said I would never watch, and I kind of had a lot of fun. Not because it was good, but because it at least entertained me. It's just my opinion from all the shit that I've watched in the past 4 months. Number 10, I gotta give to season 4 of 13 Reasons Why. And there are probably about 13 reasons why that fucking show is terrible. Okay, so I'm not gonna get way into it because we're only at number 10. Season 1, I honestly defended because I was a rarity of the show that it actually helped me. I also had depression and shit. I know I'm sharing a lot on my first video. I was going through some shit and I ended up coming across that show, watching the first season, and it actually did help me. It gave me a forced perspective from, you know, obviously the people you leave behind. Obviously I wouldn't go around making tapes. I'm too fucking lazy for that. Did you not hear me? This is like the fucking 5th YouTube video I made that I've never published. Those tapes would never make it out to anybody. Season 3 honestly pissed me off so much. Like every episode I watched, I was like, why do I keep watching this? Why do I keep watching? And it made me regret it. Like, I'm not saying the show that I took a break from was any better. I kind of just like, I don't know, maybe it was like a masochistic episode that I was having. I purposely watch bad shit because it makes me feel bad. I don't know. So number 9 is actually Avatar: The Last Airbender. Again, this list does not mean that it is any worse than other things on the list. I don't know how old you are watching this, but I am 29. When Avatar came out, I watched it as the episodes were coming out. I already was in love with the show and it already had a replay value for me. Do you understand how many times I've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? So when Netflix put it up, it wasn't really like I was watching it. It was kind of like we were watching each other while I was playing Animal Crossing. What the fuck are you doing? Hey, stop it. Sorry about that. It's not that I hate it. Obviously, I love the show. It's just the time that I put on Avatar: The Last Airbender, I could have been watching something brand new, but it's not a bad thing. It's just that I've seen it so many times. Number 8. So I watched The Great. It stars Nicholas Hoult. Yeah, Beast from X-Men, like Days of Future Past and all that shit. And what's her face? Elle Fanning. I knew that. It was kind of a comedy drama based on Catherine the Great. It's historical fiction, so it's like not actually how it happened, but it is based on real people who existed. So a little bit of history lesson. It's pretty funny. I didn't expect this show to be funny. Like, I don't know what made me watch it.
It is. No, you don't talk, my love. Oh, of course.
It's a lot of dry humor. I thought it was funny. I thought it was great. I had a couple other friends watch it who liked it. Honestly, I can't compare it to anything. Number 7, after a long time, I actually binged again Community. I haven't seen Community in so long. Probably after Donald Glover left, I think I stopped watching, and then they moved to Yahoo, and I was like, not I. So I didn't watch it. I went back and I watched all the episodes, and that show is probably the best way I can describe Community now watching it. Like, I feel like the first season was about a community college, And then it becomes a running gag in the show. They're like, remember when the show used to be about a community college? Because it just stops being about that. And then you get into like classic episodes like the alternate realities. You can definitely see Dan Harmon's influence on Rick and Morty if you go back and watch Community. Like I never realized it because I haven't seen Community in so long, but I have seen Rick and Morty a fuck ton. I watch Rick and Morty at least like once a week and it's bad. It's bad. Now do you see why I branched out to watch other things? Number 6, I watched Hate Thy Neighbor. Totally different, right? We just left field. Well, actually we started off pretty strong. I started off with 13 Reasons Why. I watched Hate Thy Neighbor. I binged both seasons that are on Hulu. I kind of watched episodes here and there previously, but I hadn't watched this like in succession. So finally watching it, it was an eye opener. I couldn't look away. The first season was obviously all about race and all that, but then the second season is what really got me more into the show. If there was one thing I had to say I dislike, it's Jamali, the host. Like the show itself and the concept I love. I feel like they could have got a better host for that show. I don't know why they went with it. Maybe he's funny. And that's sad that I just said that because I love comedians and there's not a fucking funny thing he had said in his little stand-up blurbs throughout the show. Jamali as a journalist? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Leave it down in the comments. What do you think if you watch that show? Maybe I'm wrong, but I just couldn't vibe with Jamali. But the show itself and the times where he is very on point, those moments I can appreciate. It's just I wish he was better, and I hope there's a season 3. I don't have cable. Leave a comment if there's a season 3. I can look out for it. Maybe he got better. Number 5, Solar Opposites. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. How do I describe Solar Opposites? It's like Rick and Morty had a baby with Bob's Burgers. If you don't like Rick and Morty, you should check out Solar Opposites. If you like Rick and Morty, you might not like Solar Opposites because you'll be too busy trying to compare it to both of them. I thought it was pretty funny. I would definitely check it out if I were you. Like, I only think it was only like 10 episodes, 10, 11 episodes, I think. Halfway through the list, so I told you where it's at. Number 4. Okay, first off, let me just say, the higher up I get in my list, I just was watching shit. Like, I just gave up. I didn't care that I binged Family Matters. Yeah, I completely binged Family Matters. Ask me how many times I heard, did I do that?
Did I do that?
I heard it a lot, and every time it was just as funny. But I'm not sure if it's because I was bored. I'm not sure why I thought it was funny. Outside of that though, in all honesty, that show actually is funny. The jokes, they're pretty solid and they still hold up. They still hold up really well. But the other thing that holds up so well in that show is the fashion. Like I could not stop looking at the way Laura dressed and how, what's that girl? What's her face? The one that liked Urkel. I just watched the show. Fuck! Was her name Darlene? No, it wasn't Darlene. Oh shit, it got canceled. It was canceled after 9 seasons. I watched 9 seasons? Oh my god. Yikes. Myra. She was scary, but I loved her. Family Matters was actually really funny. I watched it for hours. 9 seasons. Granted, I was playing Animal Crossing at the same time, but like when you wake up, turn on your TV to Family Matters, then turn on your Switch, it was a conscious decision. That's what happens when you're bored. I know no one's gonna listen to me and no one's gonna go back and watch it because I've been trying to get people to go back and watch Family Matters. And they're like, fuck you, I'm not watching Family Matters. By the way, I'm sorry if I curse a lot, but that's just what I do, and I'm not expecting to ever be monetized. Like, it's just never gonna happen. So I don't care. So I'm gonna say what I want. Anyway. So number 3, I finally watched The Boys. Okay, let me start off by saying I tried to watch The Boys previously, couldn't get into it. I didn't really like the first episode, but then somebody told me, hey, you gotta stick it through. So I watched the first episode again, but after the first episode, I was so hooked. So much so that when the last episode played, I thought my Amazon was broken because I was like, all right, play the next episode. But actually the show was over. Like it was over. And I didn't realize it because it just went by so fast. I didn't expect it to be the way it was. That's the one thing about the show. It was fucking gruesome. I didn't expect that. Like, okay, I say that still, but the lady got ran over by like essentially the Flash. That Captain America dude, fucking weird. Elizabeth Shue, I swore it was Chelsea Handler until like the second to last episode. So, fun fact, Elizabeth Shue looks like Chelsea Handler if you didn't realize that. I'm still mad. Like, when is season 2 coming out? I need this finished. Like, it's bothering me. So my number 2 pick is number 2 because it honestly shocked me how much I enjoyed this show. It changed my expectations. I thought what I was going to get was one thing, and what I actually got was something much deeper. I watched Dave, Little Dicky's show. I mean, come on now, his name is Little Dicky. What do you expect from somebody named Little Dicky who raps about his dick and talks about how ugly it is and raps about dumb shit all the time? What do you expect from them? You expect dumb shit. However, this show takes itself seriously and it tells a story. And the best episode is the episode about his hype man. I didn't expect genuine emotion, and I like cried watching it. I cried watching a show that Lil Dicky is a part of. That's not something that happened. It's 2020. What do we know anymore? But yeah, Dave is so good. Even if you don't like rap, it genuinely is a good story being told as well. Good job, Dave. All right, now for my number 1 pick of my favorite show that I watched during quarantine. And I sat and I watched all 8 seasons of Vampire Diaries. The same way I woke up every morning to play Animal Crossing and then watch Family Matters. It was me, Vampire Diaries, and Animal Crossing for about as long as it took me to watch those 8 seasons. Also, I'm sorry, there was a sprinkle of Yu-Gi-Oh in there at some point. Okay. I didn't have to keep watching Vampire Diaries. I could have turned it off. I could have never looked at it again. But I did. There's so much I could say about Vampire Diaries that I can't cover in the rest of this video. I just can't. But what I will say is it brought back some nostalgic feels. I loved the whole vibe of a mid-2000s vampire forum-based roleplay. It's like a pocket of time that I missed out on. Like, as I was watching the show, I'm just like, I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. I've literally typed the shit out. I know what's gonna happen. But there is so much in that, like, I have so much to say about Vampire Diaries that I feel like I should just make another whole video about it. So if you wanna see my video about my roundup review of Vampire Diaries and what I thought about it, leave a comment, let me know. If you don't, I'll probably still fucking do it because it's my channel. But I'm giving you the option. I'm giving you the option to say no, but it's not like I'm gonna listen. If you've watched things during quarantine, what have you watched? What have you finally given a chance? Or what have you gone back to watch? Other things that I watched were like Hoarders. Why did I watch many episodes of Hoarders? I don't know, but it did get me to clean. I also watched Escaping Polygamy. Why? I don't know. Like, what are white women in fucking Utah up to? I just want to know. Yeah, so let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought about my first video. I shut table. Let me know what you thought about my first video. Cause I'm gonna put this up. This is fairly easy. I can get this done. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how I can improve. Let me know something. Let me know you're here. Like, subscribe, share. All that shit that people say on YouTube. I don't know. This is just a place where I'm choosing to finally use and just talk about shit, even if I'm talking to nobody. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed my little quarantine binge top 10 countdown. And I'll see you in my next video.